I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Pure kick-ass wrestling.
All right, y'all, we're here. We're live. You're watching Buster Unmasked, and you just seen the teaser trailer. PKAW is what it's all about tonight. Brownsville, Tennessee, June 7th, Friday night, the brand new home of PKAW. And I tell you what, we got a special guest here tonight. But before we get this gentleman on, he had a few words. He laid out a challenge a few days ago. Let's hear what he had to say, and then let's get him on here.
PKAW returns June 7th at the American Legion, Post 282, 1001 North Washington Street, in Brownsville, Tennessee. Man, if you don't know by now, I am the self-proclaimed PKAW heavyweight champion. And this guy I'm calling out has done nothing but follow in my footsteps his whole career. Hell, even his whole life. We went to the same high school, hung around the same streets. Hell, he even reached out to the same guy that trained me. The elusive enigma PK Ripper. So this is no coincidence when I call this guy out. It's time you get the ass whooping your daddy should have gave you a long time ago. So Todd Curry, come out wherever you're hiding. I'm on my way.
All right, y'all, you seen it right there. And look, without any further ado, I tell you what, he's the savior of pro wrestling, your favorite hero and mine, the one and only masked man, Jett Hero. Jett.
What's going on, Buster?
Man, I see you got that beautiful belt, and you said it in the promo, self-proclaimed PKAW heavyweight champion. You called out Todd Curry, but before we get to that, talk to me about Jett Hero and that PKAW heavyweight title right there, dude.
Well, as a lot of know, me and Bullwhip Ballard went down to the Slide and Ride Rodeo here in Jackson. We had a hell of a match. He got the better end of the deal. He ended up retaining the PKAW Heavyweight Championship. But, you know, just as they all are, they get scared. They become afraid of the Hub City Luchador. When I start pressing these guys, they give up too easily. And as you know, Bullwhip Ballard pulled out of PKAW, dropping the heavyweight belt, meaning that I, Jett Hero, am the self-proclaimed PKAW heavyweight champion.
What?
Now, I could have gave it to anybody there. Anybody could have stepped up and got it. But when it comes down to the in-ring skills, these guys know that they are going to have to step the fuck up to step in there and take this from me.
So let me ask you this, Jett. I seen that you and the PKAW, I don't remember if he's the commissioner, general manager, but you and John almost had a little tug of war over that title at the last PKAW show at the Slide and Ride Arena. Talk to me a little bit about what was going on there, dude.
Well, I went out there, had our official, the number one official for PKAW, Mike Thrasher, come out, present me with my PKAW heavyweight championship. And here comes John Seymour thinking he's some bigwig just because he has a title now. That's the thing. These guys always think they have that title. But when it boils down to it, I went back behind his back and stole the title and left that night early. That's how dedicated I am to being the PKAW heavyweight champion.
So in your mind,
you know, he's making these claims, but he stole it from my hands in that ring. So I just returned the favor to John Seymour and put it back in my possession so I could show all these Brownsville folks where I was when they knew me to who I am now isn't the same man. Ty Curry, he thinks that he's done leveled up. But see, he's just stayed in the same spot. He hasn't traveled state by state, wrestling all over, being the independent hero. See, I think a lot of people keep forgetting that. When me and my dad was running, the respect was there. When we walked in the locker room, the boys got up and shook our hands. Now when I go into locker rooms, we got these wannabe wrestlers, don't even act like they know who I am, don't even want to shake hands. It's highly disrespectful. That's why when you come to PKAW and you see this around my waist, it's because I earned it, because I've showed respect. Now, even if they didn't give me respect, even when I went and worked Bluff City and they disrespected me, I still showed them respect. None of them guys can say I didn't. You know, I have my opinions. They have their opinions. But I believe that that incident led me to exactly where I need to be and becoming the PKAW Heavyweight Championship. Come June 7th, Todd Curry, I hope your wife's there so she could pick you up off the mat. Hope she could get you to the car and get you to the new ER that they just built. I don't even know if it can handle trying to repair him. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand. They all think it's just a wrestling show. They all think this is just a game. But when you get in there and you add weapons, you get to do whatever you want to do. People don't know. PKAW don't have no rules. So what does that mean for Todd Curry that's been playing under the rules? You know what I'm saying? He's been here playing by all these promotions around here's rules. We don't have none of them. There's nobody to stop me. Unless John Seymour butts in, which I highly doubt it, because like I said, hasn't nobody heard from John Seymour until today. He finally got on my post and started talking a bunch of crap about if I touch him, then I'll be banned, da-di-da. Well, let me tell you this. You don't step in my ring, you won't get touched. That's how it works. That goes for anybody.
So let me talk to you like this, Jett. Like you said, PKAW has no rules. That means you can pretty well come in and take what you want if you can take it. And that's kind of what you did. That's what you did with that heavyweight title. Possession's 9/10 of the law, and you possess it. So that makes you champion, right?
That's exactly right.
Look, I heard some rumors that coming up on June 7th in Brownsville, that John Seymour was actually going to strip you of that title.
That's the post I was talking about. Hasn't nobody heard from John Seymour until now?
From what I understand, they're going to force you to turn that title back over.
All I know is if he puts his hands on me, John Seymour will go through a table. There's no rules. So that applies to him just as it applies to the concession stand workers, just as it applies to my mama running the front door. If she gets in my way, there's no stopping me. Nobody's taking this from me.
So at PKAW, anybody can get it at any time.
Anybody can get it because, like I said, people are about to start putting the respect on mine and my dad's legacy of being the independent fucking heroes. And it starts now. You know, it's really, man, it really, 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 I ain't even going to break out of that character to be that dude, but these guys about to really learn. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, look, like I said, you called the guy out. You called this man out. Todd Curry actually had some words for you. It took him a couple of days to respond to your challenge, but he had some words for you. So let's see what Todd had to say, and then we're going to discuss what could go down Friday night, June 7th in Brownsville.
Well. You know, everybody know one thing. I'm not the type of guy to check notifications, go on social media every day, because I'm a very, very, very busy man. I got a lot of motion. But today, I got some time out of my busy schedule to go on Facebook and see my name tagged in a video. A video by Jett Hero. We got a whole lot of history together. You right about that, Jett. You right about that. Went to the same school. Even ran some of the same streets. And got trained by some of the same guys. But one thing you fail to realize, Jett, is levels to this. Levels to this. You stay at a certain level, and I elevate it. And I see now, your nuts don't drop. Now you come into my city, where I'm the king at, and want to run your mouth and throw a challenge out there. As far as your challenge go, if you know we came from the same school, the streets, and everything else together, then you know one thing. Your challenge is accepted. You ought to know that by now. And another thing, Jett, it's a big difference between me and you. June the 7th, Jett Hero, PKAW, heavyweight champ. Keep that belt warm for me. I'm going to show you why I'm the true king of Brownsville. I'll see you soon.
So, Jett Hero, man, here's the thing. You and this man have history. Y'all run the same streets. Y'all kind of came up the same way. And it even goes deeper than that because you were trained by the same guy. So, talk to me about how serious this challenge and him accepting really is. Talk to me about the history you guys really have.
Well, I've always said I'm the realest guy in the room, right? Well, when you want somebody as real as you have to go back to your roots sometimes, and there ain't too many people as real as that guy right there on the ring, on the camera right there. But in the ring, I'm the realest as it gets. He's been around a long time, man. I don't take nothing away from him. He came in and he really trained really extremely fast and got in really extremely quick, and he kind of took off. But sometimes whenever you come in too quick, you don't last as long as a hero. So what's a king to a hero when I'm everyone's hero? So he could be the king of Nutbush, but when we step in that ring Friday, June 7th, if you're watching this, Todd Curry, I will be standing over you holding my PKAW heavyweight champion, and I will be crowned the king of Brownsville. Not only will I be the king of Brownsville, I'll also be your hero and your whole family's. His daddy's supposed to be coming. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but his daddy really interrupted on a few things. And, I don't take too kindly of these old guys popping off at the mouth thinking that they can't get it either. You know what I'm saying? So if his daddy butts in, like I said, man, there's no stopping me. This championship will be wrapped around my waist. I bet you I'm going to make John Seymour come out and personally wrap this belt around my waist for all the lies that he's been saying about me not earning this title. Did anybody see my last match in that fucking ring at the sliding ride? That was a brutal ass match. We threw down. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a guy hitting the ropes and running and kicking somebody in the chest and knocking them down while somebody else was holding them. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about something that's weak. We're talking about every time we hit each other, every time a weapon was used, we beat the shit out of each other. And that's what he doesn't get. They all think it's just another wrestling match until a crutch is being broke across your face, you know?
So,
You
man,
know. You do know. You know
exactly.
You know where you came from, and that's what I'm saying is that these guys, they're soft.
I feel like there's way more going on here than just that title and you wanting to cement the fact that you are the PKAW heavyweight champion. This thing seems really personal, dude. So it is personal. So talk to me about, this is a guy who's got some of the exact same training that you yourself have.
And he uses some of my moves. I pay attention to this kid. You know what I'm saying? I was out way before he was. You know what I'm saying? So all his little backflips that he does, that's why, man, when you watch him, you see a lot of PK Ripper in him because he's always doing something innovative. You know what I'm saying? He's not just being a guy that's out there punching and kicking. You never know what's going to happen with this guy. So it is going to be extremely hard, but you're exactly right. There is more to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm there to prove a point. This isn't a kids show. This is an all-A show. We haven't had an all-A show since we've had PKAW come back. So this is an all-A show. So, but this isn't the kids show. If you want the kids show, go down to Trenton or Bradford or Bluff City or wherever. You know what I'm saying? That's the kids shows. There's a reason why ours is viewer discretion advised. And guys, y'all are going to see that I'm going to take it to Todd, and I'm going to wax that ring with him.
So I feel like I said, you said it, it's personal, but I feel like, and you said it, I've got something to prove, but I feel like more than just proving that you are the true champion of PKW, I feel like there's something more personal that you want to prove to Todd Curry, that you are better, that you were, even though y'all got some of the same training, that you're better at everything than he is.
Oh, yeah.
So talk to me about what you expect to go down June 7th in Brownsville with this heavyweight title.
3 minutes and he'll be crying, wanting out of the match. Might even have to make John keep him in the ring. We don't know. He doesn't know. Has anybody ever seen Todd Curry work a hardcore match?
I hadn't.
I haven't either. Guys, I'm telling you, not only am I going to prove a point that why I say I'm the best is because I'm versatile. I'll go work TV. I could go work a regular independent show. I could go work a hardcore show. I'm not staying in the same place. If you're staying at the same show, doing the same thing that you've been doing for the past 4 or 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, and y'all ain't even made a change and y'all ain't drawing, you know what I'm saying? I'm versatile. Everybody can keep claiming the best in this area, but who's really doing it all? The independent hero, Jett.
And there's a lot
that's
going.
That's what it boils down to.
And here's the thing: you got a lot on your plate on this Brownsville show on June 7th, because you possess the title right now, but you got the issues with John Seymour. You've laid out this big challenge to Todd Curry. So I'm assuming that when you and Todd Curry meet, that title is actually going to be on the line, and whoever walks out will be the champion.
Walks away with it. Yep.
That right there.
If he can walk away.
Worth the price of admission on its own right there.
I'm going to tell you, man, if he walks away the champ, this will never be over. Never. I will go to his house. I will beat him in front of his kids and his wife, and I will take my championship back. I'm telling you, that's how serious this is. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no I'm gonna let this go easily type thing. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this works. So I hope Todd Curry's ready for the ass beating he's going to get June 7th at the American Legion.
Yeah, I feel like this is a guaranteed fireworks match, and I feel like everybody in Brownsville better get there early, get them a ticket to witness what goes down, because really, truthfully, it'll be the bullwhip may have been the first, but I feel like this is kind of a new...
This is really the first. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually win it, defend it, to be considered a fucking champion. So what he did was pathetic. He's a chump. I'm not going to get too into that, but anytime that motherfucker wants to come running with Jett Hero, you just let me know the time and the place.
Jett Hero ain't taking no shit, man.
No shit from none of them. Johnny Dotson, none of these guys. Any of them.
I feel like it's all personal with you right now, dude. I feel like you got that chip on your shoulder, man.
You're damn right. You're damn right I got that chip on my shoulder. I'm telling you, man, I felt the disrespect for the last time. When I walk in the locker room, bro, I'm not over exaggerating. The disrespect's all around. All around. Nobody's like it used to be. And it's sad. So it's time for Jett Hero to start putting the challenges out there to either going to make these guys that keep posting every fucking day, 3-4 times a day, talking about I'm the best or I'm the best tag team, and they ain't done shit. I'm going to put all the challenges out there. Everything's coming in due time. I got something up my sleeve also.
Well, I hope Friday night, June 7th, dude. I hope you knock that chip off of your shoulder, dude. I hope you take care of business. And I'm anxious to see what happens, man. Todd Curry's nothing to play with, dude. Gonna be a hell
I
of a
don't take
match.
him lightly. I don't take him lightly at all. I mean, that's the one thing about that guy is that he came from the same area, so he already got a chip up his shoulder too. You know what I'm saying? Like chip up his sleeve. He's got something hidden that I don't know about. I guarantee you that. I've been hitting the gym super hard. I know this dude works out religiously. You know what I'm saying? He does it. You know, his whole family does it. So I've been hitting the gym, been getting in shape, getting my cardio up. I'm telling you, this isn't Jett Hero at the sliding ride that hasn't been working in over 6 years. You know what I'm saying? This is Jett Hero that just came off of a couple matches over there in Memphis and a couple matches over in Trenton. You know what I'm saying? All running together. You know what I'm saying? My cardio's up, my wind's back. I'm telling you, this isn't going to be an easy walk in the park for him.
Right. I feel like both of you guys have something to prove, and I feel like both of you, I guess we're going to have to find out who's able to impose their will on the other guy. June 7th, man, Brownsville, Tennessee.
Just come ready, Todd.
American Legion building, dude. I'm looking forward to it. Well, look, man, another guy had a little promo. Hollywood sent a little promo in about coming up with PKAW, and he could be a challenger for that belt. Whoever walks out June 7th as the champion, Hollywood could be next in line. Who knows? But I tell you what, I'm gonna play this little video from Hollywood, and we're gonna see what Hollywood has to say, and then we're gonna be back with Leon Kellum.
I'll tell you what, I do have to go save the world, so I'm out.
All right, my brother.
PKAW.
Pure kick-ass.
It's the Mississippi Kingpin, Hollywood. Tell y'all about June 7th. I will be coming to the American Legion building, kicking ass and taking names everywhere I go. 2024 so far ain't been my year. Well, ain't nothing but looking up for me, like a boss does. So, June 7th in Brownsville, Tennessee, PKAW. In Brownsville, Tennessee, the Mississippi Kingpin will be there to kick some ass and take some names. I'm too real for the streets, and I'm too hood for Hollywood.
All right, guys, you seen Hollywood right there, and I'm back. We got Leon Kellum.
Him and PK. Was aggressive as hell, wasn't he?
Dude, that dude's out of control, man. I feel kind of like I'm talking to Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent or something right now, dude.
A lot of people ask me, they ask me why I put the mask on or why the mask comes on and comes off so easily is because when the mask is strapped on, that's my alter ego. And, what you get here as Leon Kellum is a businessman, and what you get there is a shit-talking motherfucker. So you got to watch what he says.
Right. Dude, I feel you on that one, man. I was always the same way. Big Buster's one thing, but when the Hellraiser slides that hood on, that's a whole different monster, dude.
Right. That's right.
So look, Leon, man, Brownsville, Tennessee, PKAW has an official home now. Friday, June 7th is going to be the debut show at the American Legion building in Brownsville. So look, man, talk to me about how this all came about. Talk to me about how the deal came, how you even got to Brownsville, and then we'll get into all the things that y'all been doing to this building, man.
Well, man, as you know, we've been running the sliding ride every other month. We've been trying to get over there. They had started the Extreme Bingo on Thursday nights, and they were going to try to give that a draw, see how many people they can get in, and so they put us off, and then they were going to have the midgets the following month, so they didn't want us to come in when the midgets were going to be there. So now it kind of just put us out, and I'm going to just tell you, man, I'm super anxious. I went to my dad, and I told him, I was like, man, I can't wait. I'm not going to sit around and wait on nobody. And he was like, well, just tell me what you want to do. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that I got some contact info. on a guy over in Brownsville about the American Legion, and Mr. Randy Holloway. And he actually had a wrestling crew there before. You know what I'm saying? We are not the first one. You know,
Right.
If anybody has ever been in that building when they were there, let me tell you this: that is not how that building looks now. It is totally different in there. It's totally revamped. We've been putting in a lot of work, man. I probably, truthfully and honestly, man, we probably got over 100 hours in that building over there.
Man, I seen y'all painted the whole outside new, and me and you were doing a little chatting a few seconds before we went live, and you was telling me about all the work you've done in the building. So let's talk about that, because see, the first 6 shows for that other company, I went over and filmed it and announced too. So I know I know the pluses about the building, and I know some of the negatives. So talk to me about some of the things y'all have done to it to get it ready for the fans.
Besides painting the outside, the building had major leaks in it. We've spent 2 to 3 days full times being up there, getting the roof patched in and getting it sealed back up to stop the leaking in the building. We've, if you remember how small it was, we cut the wall. Me and my dad, we wanted to push the wall back because I felt like once we put the ring in there, and with everybody doing stuff around the ring, hardcore style,
right?
I didn't want the people to be so close to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Give the boys something that they could actually go and work on out there. You know, and so. So we actually cut the wall in half, and me and my dad and a couple of guys, man, we pushed the wall back about another 15 feet. And,
wow.
So we pushed that back about 15 feet. We built in a second bathroom.
That's good.
We also took all the walls and we extended them up. I just finished that up today. I got all the walls extended up. We're about to wrap all those. We're going to paint it. We're going to do some trim paint, and we're going to set our ring in there, and we'll be ready for the first show. The building is in, I would say, the building is like 90% ready. You know what I'm saying? Like 90%. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to push the show off. We've been a couple months out now and not had no shows because I've been invested all our time. And when I say all our time, that means my dad. I done pulled in a couple of my friends. You know what I'm saying? Right. I done went and got sponsorships, man, to help pay for paint. And man, we've done emptied the whole PKAW load. And you know, I just know that right now we're sitting at it's over $2,500, and we've done put all our PKAW money into it to get it right, to get it ready. And when people walk into this building, man, it's going to be a change, man. Even the people that are, because as we're working on this, there's people constantly stopping by, checking it out, seeing what's going on. Because as you know, Brownsville is a small town, and word gets around easily. You know what I'm saying? So we've been, man, people have been coming in and out, and they knew what that building looked like too. You know what I'm saying? You know, it had on the walls, it had all that insulation all over the walls, and they just sprayed it black through the ring in there. It was like, oh, it's ready. You know what I'm saying? I went in there, and me and my dad and a bunch of guys, we scraped all the walls off, pressure washed all the walls, all the beams that had stuff hanging from them that they just sprayed over with paint. I scraped all the beams off. We done pressure washed them. We're about to repaint them. Yeah, man, it has been kind of exhausting in a way. You know what I'm saying? But we're here at the end, and now it's kind of bittersweet that we're here, and me and my dad actually we didn't have backers. You know what I'm saying? I have sponsors, but I offer my sponsors tons of things for them to sponsor me. You know what I'm saying? So, so it works both ways. They get something out of the deal more than just getting put on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? I make these people T-shirts with their logos on it to pass out if they want to pass out at the show. We even buy their banners. You know what I'm saying, with their logos on it. Man, we're gonna have, man. We got a bunch of them that actually truly pitched in on this to pull this together. Hub City Hemp, First Cuts, We Could Do It Construction and Remodeling, man. Farazi Bullies, LG has pulled through like crazy. He got me like over 100 studs to build the walls up and everything, man. It's been a roller coaster of emotions to try to get this done and have this show be successful in my eyes, because I'm my worst critic. You know what I'm saying? I can listen to everybody say, well, you need to do this and you need to do that, but I'm going to do what I want to do, because my dad is, until he turns on me and says, no, we ain't doing that shit, and he ain't done that shit, I'm going to do what I'm going to do to make this successful. And man, I think that this has been a big success for PKAW as a whole, as a business. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, this is a veteran place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the veterans really, man, even if they wanted to come up there and hang out at that post, the building was just a building that's been run down. You know what I'm saying? They had a bathroom and they had a concession stands in it, but the head commander, he always barbecued for him, so they really just kind of kicked it out at the barbecue grill and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have, a nice facility that was painted. We actually painted the walls, the actual American colors, American Legion colors, which is like a blue. All walls are blue now. It's definitely a big change, man. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm anxious to see it because, like I said, I was in there with the last company that was in there, and a lot of things needed to be fixed for that thing to really have the potential to.
And I'm gonna be real. They about ruined mine and my dad's chances of getting this building, bro.
I don't doubt that whatsoever.
They really tarnished the wrestling name, bro. Like, they did not want no wrestlers in that building. When I told him I ran events, and then me and my dad showed up on them, and then we got to talking about what we do, and we was like, wrestling. He was like, y'all run wrestling. He was like, I done had some wrestlers in here before. They ripped out his sink, cut his water pipes and shit, man, all kind of stuff. Damaged the building bad.
And that's what gives wrestling that's what makes it so hard for wrestling companies to get in anywhere nowadays, because people don't take care of the facilities that people allow them to come in.
Yeah,
I mean, it's as simple as that.
And this right here was such a great opportunity for PKAW that man, when we actually want to go to another American Legion and they see what we've done helped them do here and get that building back together, so I believe that we'll be able to go to other buildings, and man, American Legions are all over the world.
Dude, and that'd be a good. It's like getting in the high schools or the elementary schools with wrestling. Yeah. Man, if you get in there, you do good, you treat their facilities good, you're professional, you're organized. What do you think that? And especially like at schools, if they make money, then the next time the school 2 towns over is needing some kind of fundraiser. Somebody's going to talk to somebody and say, hey, I brought wrestling in here, man, it was awesome. Same thing with the American Legion, man. Like you said, if this could lead you to go to a different American Legions around our territory, man, it could open you up a whole loop of towns you could work in, man.
Yeah, because there's other buildings around me, even in Jackson, that are nice, buildings. This one was this building used to be owned by the county for just like maintenance work on the vehicles, and well, I guess whenever they got the okay to make it the American Legion, they kind of just took it over. And Mr. Randy, he's been doing stuff to it, but it's just him, and so it's kind of hard to maintain a big building like that when you don't really have no help. You know what I'm saying? So with us being there, it's not the only thing that's going to happen. The vice commander, Miss Fuller, she is actually works with the battered abused women, and the backside of the building. In the next few months, we're actually going to start turning it into a retreat for them girls, for the ladies to come until they get them in the actual housing program. So it's going to open up for PKAW in many ways, man, and we're just glad that we can help out. You know what I'm saying? And make it better, but overall grow. Post 282. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's a nice build. Look, it was nice when the other company was in there. They just didn't do nothing to
they just didn't
clean it up, straighten it up, and do the things they needed to do to make the arena part comfortable for the fans. Man, I'm not gonna lie. When I was in there, man, it was a sweat box because they did not, like you said, the walls wasn't extended up to the ceiling, and they had a new air conditioner unit, but it was just coming out of the wall. But like you said, there was a return right beside it, so that when the cool air came in, it sucked it right back out. And not to mention what didn't get out, it got out through the top.
Yep.
And dude, and especially y'all fixing that and then enlarging the arena.
And we also, man, first cuts is they haul gravel and stuff and dirt. They actually dropped us off a couple of loads of gravel to make the parking lot.
There you go.
Make a parking lot instead of just grass to drive on.
Right.
So it's growing, man. It's been a crazy process. Like I said, numerous of hours, man. I can't tell you honestly, because sometimes we would have 6-7 guys over there working on that place. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And talk to me about this, man. How does it feel to have, for PKAW to have a home? Because even at Slide and Ride, that's always a fluid thing. Yep. Anything can happen. You've been there 6 months and then something happened and they want to try something else. How does it feel for PKAW to have a home base now, man?
Man, Mr. Randy has been super gracious with us. The kicker about this deal is that I went to him and I just told him that I was going to rent the National Guard Armory, the new National Guard Armory anyways. You know what I'm saying? It's like $600-800, you know what I'm saying?
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
I told him, I was like, every time I want to rent that thing, I got to give up like $600 to $800. So I was like, if you let me come in here, I'll do all the work to the building and get things done. And I had to put my word on it, and I even had to, like, if you don't, he didn't know me. So I was like, if you don't trust my word, I was like, reach out to, and I had to throw a couple names of some, bigger wig guys that are in Brownsville that, me and my dad's worked for years. And they know if I put my word on it, that's all that matters, because I'm going to be there pumping it out, and I'm going to force my friends to go. I'm not even lying, bro. Like man, you don't even know. Like, my dad told a couple of guys, he was like, all right, I'm about to roll back in the other vehicle. Y'all stay. He's going to just do this wall and go. Like, fucking 5 hours later, we're fucking leaving the building. They was like, y'all tricked us.
Hey, that's the wrestling business. You got work, kid. You got work, kid. That's all it is, man.
The thing is, though, man, the thing about my friends is, man, and none of these guys have been wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? None of them are wrestlers, and they're not actually really in the business. They just come to help me out, man. And my buddy BJ brought his tractor out, and, like, man, we've done so much to that building, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. I mean, honestly, my dad's been taking progression pictures of the inside and stuff, so in probably the next you know, hopefully by Friday-ish, I'm going to have a lot of the inside wrapped up, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got much left. Just like painting some trim. I built the walls today, and all we got to do is put the sheetrock up and the plywood up now. So after that's done, we just got to paint them sections. But yeah, painting some trim and painting them sections, and then hopefully Sunday, me and my dad will be taking the ring up there, setting it up, getting the music run, doing mic checks, you know, getting the rundown before the storm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. It goes a long way that you've done all this work because, look, I don't know the details, but I'm pretty sure there were a lot of promises made with the last company that were in there. Things they were going to do to the bill. Now, I met the guy when I was there. Like I said, I was there probably the first 6 weeks. So I met the guy who runs the building, and I just felt like that. I felt like he was sold a bill of goods that they never delivered on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he was supposed to do a lot of things. He didn't help him do nothing. And, man, honestly, he even, man, I'm going to just be real with you, just real shit. Like, this is probably the most pathetic thing I ever heard in my entire life. This man not only let them get that building on high hopes that they were going to do something right for him, that he was also paying some of the boys out of his pocket.
Oh, yeah, I was there, dude.
Like, I don't understand how that even fucking works, man. How are you getting the owner of the building? How could you be man enough to go ask that? Like, you should feel like a piece of shit. Don't ever run another fucking wrestling show ever. Ever.
Anybody.
Any guys that work for PKAW, if you ever go work for that dude at any show, you would never work for PKAW. And I'll put that on everything.
Well, here's the thing.
That's how I'm going to blackball that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to blackball that motherfucker. Mike Shaw is a piece of shit. Don't do any events for that motherfucker. Ever.
And here's the thing. If you can't pay your boys, don't run a show. If you can't pay your expenses, your rent, whatever, your ring rental, and your talent, don't run a show. It's just simple as that. It's just simple as that. You should be able to pay your boys pretty much before they even walk in the door, whether you make a dime or not.
No, you're right. You're right. You got to have their PO ready, man. That's one thing that me and my dad was just talking about this the other day, man, is that we strive for PKAW to be different than everybody else. This is a benefit show, but we are going to pay the guys. You know what I'm saying? So the kicker is that I'm not here to get rich off wrestling. I want all the boys to feel at home and want to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not oh shit, I gotta go work this show. You know, I don't want that attitude. We're not even gonna tolerate that attitude.
You get
when
you got that kind of attitude, you get that in the ring. The fans get them kind of matches.
Let me tell y'all something right now. And I'm gonna put my fucking
spectacles on.
Businessman glasses on real quick. Let me clear my throat. Hold on. PKAW has a new enforcer. Me and my dad. If you want good production, the guys got to do what the booker says. You know what I'm saying? You can't go out there and just do any damn thing you want to do. So our new enforcer for PKAW, man, is Sloppy Slade. He's going to be my match watcher. He's going to be taking notes. This is for all the boys if y'all watching. Make sure y'all on y'all's A game. If y'all ain't, y'all are sloppy out there. Guess what? Sloppy Slade's cutting your ass.
Sloppy's going to be on your ass if you're sloppy out there.
Straight the fuck up, bro. And that's no joke. Look, we got too many people trying to be a part of PKAW for them to just go out there and just, you know what I'm saying, do whatever they want to do, and then the next match has to do more than that. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I'm not even going to explain it. I've already explained it on all the other podcasts that we build the show. So he is the new enforcer for PKAW. That lightens the load on my dad. He can kind of make sure everything else is kind of staying, staying flowing. And because being that when we were at like sliding ride, man, they were all like, it was all weird. And we're like, we couldn't mess with the music board. And, if music or mics wasn't correct, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
All that has to have a tech guy for that. You know what I'm saying? And nobody knows our system better than my dad. So if he's trying to run the boys and he's trying to be over here making sure that Drew Magruder's talking right, you know what I'm saying, not screeching out and making the people run away, you know what I'm saying? So we're about to lighten the load on my dad. I'm telling you, man, we're about to start actually getting into a fucking well-oiled machine, and everything's just starting to fucking finally come together, and everything's gonna, I hope everything turns out great. It is the first show, so you always expect the worst, you know what I'm saying? But I think with Jett Hero and Todd Curry, and then that's not even all we
that's what
not even all we have.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to get at. Let's talk about some of this talent these people in Brownsville's gonna get to see, man.
Man. Let me get right over here real quick. I can kind of go over the card a little bit. I think let's see if I can get this. Oh, also Mike Reels was trying to get me to get you to bring him on. But all right, yeah, man. So we got of course the homie Steel Cross is going to be in the house.
They've been there since the first show.
Since the first, man. Them boys. I don't know if I can get rid of them, even if I beat them with a stick. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes are real troopers. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have many motherfuckers like them in the business, and them guys. They stay true to their word, man, and that carries out big time with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like if your word matters more to me than me making any type of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you hold your word correctly, we're gonna make money. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, we're gonna make money.
And those guys, they deliver too. That's the thing. They impress me. Look, I've been impressed with them. I've been high on these guys for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
But that first PKAW show, I was anxious to see how they were going to perform in that kind of environment, man. And they blew me away, dude. They came right on in, and they didn't cut nobody no slack, man.
They did it, man, and they really impressed a lot of people. A lot of people was like, that was their favorite match. You know what I'm saying? So, so that was a hell of a match, though. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of guys out there beating the shit out of each other. You know what I'm saying? So, but they got a little handful this show, man. They'll be actually going up against Cell Block 9. And those guys come from the penitentiary, so they might shank them. So
that's what I was just sitting there thinking. You might get shanked.
They might get shanked.
Might be some
rules. So they're gonna have to really make sure them guys don't have shanks on them.
Right, they're gonna have to assume the position on the ropes and in the ring and get really patted down, man. I'm thinking you might need to do some body cavity searches, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, make them bend over and cough. But yeah, man, we got a hell of a banger. Luke Justice versus Zach O'Brien, the Kendo Stick King. This is gonna really know if Luke Justice is gonna want to do this with us or not. You know what I'm saying? Zach is a heavy hitter. I just worked that motherfucker not too long ago. So yeah, I mean he's gonna bring it to Luke Justice, and his granddaddy ain't gonna be there to save him this show. So
there you go.
That's
both of those guys though. Look, Luke's a hell of a young.
They are good. Both of them are good, man.
Luke's talented as hell, and look, Zach, Mac ain't just a guy that hits people with a kendo stick. This fucking dude can go in the ring, man.
I know, man. I don't even understand it. That motherfucker take off running. I swear to God, he's running full force, man. And I can't even believe how fast he runs. I'm like, man.
He's talented, man. He can go in the ring, man.
Oh, he backflips off the fucking second rope and shit. And he's not no little guy, man. He's not a little dude. So for him to be athletic like that and do flips and shit and run as fast as he does, it's definitely Luke's gonna have a fucking handful with that match. We also got D-Lo's back on the card versus Mike Reels. That's another.
Hey, that's another. That could be a steal the show type match right there. D-Lo's
could be. D-Lo is on the rise, man. I've seen him all over the place here lately, and you know, Mike Real solid. You know what I'm saying? So with a solid guy and a good high flyer, they're gonna show out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't even rattle. You can't even rattle Mike Reels. He's always the coolest dude in the room, man.
Yeah, he's pretty solid, bro. He's man. I've known that kid since he first started. And man, I'm gonna tell you, me and my dad went up there and worked a couple of his shows when we was running, and man, him and his dad, dude, they always been straight A1 dudes, never fucking pulled on any of their word was their word, man. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these guys that I'm calling out on this card is because, you know, that their word means a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I use these guys, because...
Yeah, Joseph Earl Dawson's with us. He says, hello, Buster and PKAW. Joseph,
I'm
glad you're here with us, man. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you enjoy the show, dude. I appreciate your support. D-Lo. D-Lo's a badass. He's like a lightning bolt, man. When he gets on a roll...
Yep.
Dude, he can do everything in the ring, and he's got some of the stiffest kicks out of anybody in the business, man.
Yes.
He can't look. He's about what, 170 pounds, but he kicks like
he was 170 pounds.
Look, he kicks like he's 300 pounds though when them kicks hit you,
like
man.
145 on a good day, and he kicks like he's fucking 200 something pounds.
Yeah, man, that's a banger of a match ready to happen right there, dude.
Yeah, but we also got the special guest Hollywood Little.
My guy
in the house. You can't have a PKAW show without him. You know what I'm saying? He's been to a couple of them, man. I think he even came out here and did some shit for the kids at the SGKO shit that I was doing out here with my dad and a bunch of my buddies. You know, we did the, sucker got knocked out thing out here, and when we wanted to introduce a couple of wrestling matches to the scene of the MMA world, so he came out and worked the guy, and Devo and BB and a couple of people worked, man, and D-Lo came out. A couple guys came out for me, man, and we turned out for the kids out here. It was a free show, you know what I'm saying? But they came out here and they did it, and they, and he showed up.
Everybody loves Hollywood, man. Everywhere he goes, everybody loves Hollywood, man.
There was people in the crowd that actually knew him personally here that come to the fighting part of it, and they didn't even know he was going to be here. But yeah, straight up. We also got, as you know, and if you didn't know, we've been keeping it kind of. We always throw a loop in the mix where we have a three-way on it. I don't know if you caught that. Every show we've been doing, there's always a three-way in there. And we got Hollywood versus JBR versus Justin Hill. So that's going to be a hell of a banger.
Right. All three of those guys can go. John Biscuit Roberts, man. He's like D-Lo. He's small. But, man, this fucker can go in the ring. Bro.
Me and JBR, we've had a bunch of good matches, man.
He's got a ton of experience.
Best matches were kind of with him. Other than my matches with my dad, he was probably hands down one of the next matches that I would put one of my favorite matches.
And Justin Hale is one of my favorite guys. I feel like Justin Hale, is one of the most underrated guys
Bro.
around our area, dude, to be
I
honest with
mean,
you.
and especially for the hardcore scene, like I don't even get it. Like, how can you not have a guy named Justin Hell there for your hardcore show? Like,
And here's the thing.
yeah,
He's another one,
especially
too.
when he's ready to fucking throw down.
That's his niche, and that's what he loves, but he can go in the ring. He ain't got to do hardcore.
Yep.
He can get in there and do it. He's one of those guys, he can do a little bit of everything. He can brawl, he can wrestle, he can fly. Justin Hell's not above flying, and Hollywood, man. Hollywood's too hood for Hollywood, man.
Yeah, he's about to bring the hood to the PKAW, you know what I'm saying? And and if y'all ain't checked out his hood potion, that shit is fire. That's some bad stuff. Have you ever drunk any?
I had him on, I don't know, probably 7 months ago, and we were talking about the hood potion. Look, Joseph Earl's back, and he says, Hollywood Little was also a part of the OKAW too. Man, Hollywood's my dude, man. Me and Hollywood, Ron McClarty, man, we've smoked more joints going to shows, dude, than you want to shake a stick at, man.
Yeah, man. Hollywood is a good dude, man. I'm gonna tell you, he hit me up and he told me straight up when all the shit went down, and all the shit where Terry pulled the name and shit or whatever, and
right,
and all that. He hit me up instantly and was like, "Look, bro," he was like, "I know you didn't do no wrong. I'm riding with you." You know what I'm saying? And and that little shit like that, man, that makes a lot. It brings a real locker room together. You know what I'm saying? That it's not just guys coming to just get that little money and run off. You know what I'm saying? I like to feed the guys before the show, so I make everybody get there early so I can feed everybody, so we can have a cut up time, make sure everybody's on point. You know what I'm saying? Not no miss up. You know what I'm saying? No mishaps. We're trying to run an event. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a little different than your weekly show that you can go to. I'm big on not repeating things. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a lot of the same things happening. So we're always going to kind of keep it fresh. The main thing is that if this goes successful like I want it to, I've been talking to my dad, man, and I've already talked to Mr. Randy, and if this goes as successful as I think it is, and by the third show, I'm going to actually present something there, and I was going to hold off, but I want to kind of get it talked about. So I've been kind of mentioning it to people and kind of seeing how they get their feedback on it and whatnot. And we're actually going to introduce a School of Heroes out of the PKAW Academy, where we can have 13 to 18-year-old kids going down the wrong path to come in, and we're going to work them in the ring, and you know what I'm saying, and stretch them. And I'm taking all my punching bags down there, my gloves, and I'm going to give them more of like a rec room, you know what I'm saying, to come work out. Some of the older kids, will use them as referees in the wrestling shows, and then whenever they turn 18, if they want to become a wrestler, we'll start training them from that point.
That's cool, man. That's really cool, dude. And you got the perfect building for something like that. That's a big building, man. If you've ever been through it all, man, it's a big building, man. And you could do a lot. There's a lot of things like that you could do with a building like that, man.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's going to be good, man. I came from Brownsville, and I went down that wrong path, and I found wrestling. So, and I just think if we offer them a little more something that could just come, hang out, it don't cost them nothing. We'll probably have them some snacks there. They could work out, you know what I'm saying? And we just teach them that there's more to it than just being out there running around on the streets, playing around, when they could be here. And I'm not going to say they're just all out there doing, crazy shit, but,
Idle hands is the devil's playground.
You know, and so if we can offer them a place, a safe zone to come work out, and even if they don't want to do none of the wrestling, that's the whole kicker, having the punching bags up there. We got a couple punching bags. We got the gloves. We'll let them come in and punch the bags. Mr. Randy already has a few exercise machines, and a buddy gave me a Bowflex. So we're gonna have just, you know, a little workout area, man, that we can offer the kids to come and hang out and work out, and you know, and maybe that progress to being referees or you know, you never know, a wrestler.
And that's the thing, dude. Being that you're going to be a home base in the Brownsville community, you need to embrace the community, to have the community embrace you guys. Mm-hmm. That's one of the most important things. If you plan on being there very long, you got to get the community to accept PKAW and you guys.
That's right. That's right.
Joseph Earl's back, and he said, PKAW last show was awesome, by the way. There you go.
Man, I appreciate that.
So look, Leon, before we get out of here, man, I know sponsors are super important. So why don't you run down your sponsors again? And then the very last thing I want you to do is tell everybody day, time, and bell time and all that good stuff, man. So they know where to be on June 7th.
All right. I got let me see real quick. All right. Of course, everybody knows the tattoo station here in Jackson. That's the homies I work for. And, you know, and before we move to the other one, just slightly, they're one of the biggest supporters that I've had. And really what pushed SGKO and PKAW to go ahead and take that leap and reach out there and try to do his first show, man. They was our first sponsor, and they've been riding with us through SGKO, sponsoring us there, and they've been PKAW wrestling sponsors since the beginning. We do have a new sponsor. It is locally owned in Brownsville. His name is Robert Patterson. He's First Cuts. He hauls gravel, dirt. He'll even come fix your driveways, all that stuff, man. He is our newest sponsor for this show, but I've known him for a long time, and when he tells you that he's going to come and do it, he will come and do it, man. He's a good guy. So anybody that needs that gravel or dirt work done, y'all make sure y'all holler at First Cuts in Brownsville, Tennessee. The next one, man, is always Ferrazzi Bullies has been a sponsor since PKAW's first show. They're real good friends of ours, and man, they have all the micro bullies, fluffy Frenchies, man. They have mix, all kind of mix, man. Y'all get with them, man. If y'all are looking for an exotic small dog, they are the ones to get the dog from. We also got another new sponsor. We Could Do It. It's Matthew Walton and Mark Taylor. They are doing home remodels, little remodels, maybe some small additions. You know, some decks. They do a little bit of everything. So if y'all are looking for a good handymans to come in and do some couple things around the house, y'all holler at We Could Do It. And of course, LG, Live Genuine. He's a podcaster. He will be in the house doing a podcast on the show. So that'd be pretty dope. Him and his partner be in the house doing their thing. And the last but not least, Hub City Hemp, man. As you know, that's another sponsor that's been a sponsor, man. A lot of people don't understand the importance of connecting and bonding with your sponsors. You know what I'm saying? If all you're offering your sponsor is them to be put on a fucking piece of paper, you're pathetic. That's what it boils down to. Any of these guys that's ever sponsored me, we make sure they're on the banners, they're on the flyer. I make t-shirts for their businesses. You know what I'm saying? To give out in the crowd. And if they do, like a lot of them don't do like the bigger sponsorship, but if they do the bigger sponsorship, they even get to pull in their favorite wrestlers. So
that's cool.
I do things a little different. So if they want to sponsor PKW and they buy the bigger package for the sponsorship, they get to choose, a local legend that's, around us that, is in reaching distance to get them. Can't get Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't do that, but,
you might get the Wish version of Stone Cold. We might could pull that off.
Yeah, we could probably get Gilbert. We're not getting Goldberg. We're not getting Goldberg. But yeah, man, we offer a lot of things to these guys, and more than just putting them on a flyer and saying, hey, y'all share my post. You know what I'm saying? We actually
taking their money, man, because that's what happens to a lot of sponsors, man.
Oh yeah, and then when real events come around for like this, it's hard for me to go get sponsorships because they're like, yeah, well, we did $500 on a sponsorship. We're supposed to get a banner and this and this and this, and then they didn't ever see them ever again. You know what I'm saying?
Bad
they didn't
business,
even see them
man.
on the flyer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a lot of people do. Like I was really, I didn't really. I went through another person to get the last flyers done. I wasn't really impressed with them. They weren't glossy like I thought they were, like we did the original first couple shows. So I went back to the ones that I was doing, and I mean, man, a lot of these guys, they do black and white and on regular ass paper and shit. Like, man,
right.
I know I know they're making money. I know they are. A lot of these guys get these guys to come in for $15-20. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I know they can invest in their flyers. They could put better digital content out there. A couple people have been stepping up here lately, but it's easy to do that when you got an AI generator that can make your fucking logos for you.
Right. I'm seeing that all over the place, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, and put a little effort into y'all's business. You know what I'm saying? And stop giving wrestling a bad name. And before we go, I seen your post. I don't know who you were talking about not put, if you're putting your friends over and they're not drawing. And
talk about anybody who does that shit, man. It don't matter who the fuck they are.
Because I looked on there and I seen a bunch of comments, and I think you made like one or two other posts that was something similar to some of that stuff. And but I want to set something straight. And this is how I say that I want all the smoke, is that I seen a comment that said and how about not making yourself the champion when you own the promotion or something? And it was by a certain somebody. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying no name. Brian Rogers. Like I said, I want all the smoke. And if that was referring to me, and I don't know if it was, it is no different than you making your wife the fucking champion at your show every other fucking week. So before you crack at somebody else about being a champion and owning the show, make sure you're not doing it with your wife, bro.
Dude,
I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke.
That's
Johnny Dawson, bro, you ain't the best of anything. Anything. I'm telling you. Y'all guys about to see.
Dude,
I'm about to wreck this world around here.
The champion thing, it's just like don't push your friends, man.
Yeah, don't push your friends.
It can be rampant. It can be rampant around and this ain't a new thing either. Well, that kind of shit's been going on forever. And here's the problem.
Had the KAW champion.
Jerry Lawler made himself champion. The difference is, why? He was able to deliver and he could count on himself.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, it's one thing to make yourself champion if you can go out in the ring and deliver, because you got to have somebody that you can count on no matter what. But I don't like the ones who make themselves champion and all you gotta do is watch their matches and it's the shits, man. Yeah. No matter who they're in there with, and then they bring guys in and pay them to put them over, And it's, man, there's a lot of shit in the wrestling business that needs to be changed, but it's always been that way, dude, and it'll always be that way, man.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, man, I sometimes, you know, the one person that I know for sure 1,000% I can count on is Jett Hero. So
right.
Until somebody can prove me wrong and carry that weight, ain't nobody taking it from me. Ain't nobody ever gonna just take it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to literally beat Jett Hero's ass in that ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to prove your point. And like I said, man, I like everybody's feedback. I like everybody's shit. But, you know, a lot of these comments about credentials and where you train and where you working from, and people shouldn't own the belt and be the heavyweight champion at their own show. I mean, that shit worked. That shit worked. It worked for fucking Jerry Lawler. It worked for fucking Terry Golden. And you're gonna tell me that I can't start PKAW out like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got me. Man, I ain't even gonna go there. Y'all got me.
You about to get riled up. I can see it, man. We made it this whole show, dude.
No, it just irks me, man, because ain't none of them doing shit. They over there giving away free shows, or they're running fucking benefit shows to pull crowds in, or motherfuckers are only running one show a year and on fucking line bragging about, toot my own horn. Fuck, man, run a every week show and let's see you run fucking 300-400 people in that motherfucker. Let's see it. Tell me, let me see, show me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know. I want to know if these motherfuckers can really do it, or are they going to just keep on putting on benefit shows, or are they going to keep on giving away free shows because they ain't got no crowd, or, you know what I'm saying? What's really happening? What y'all doing? Y'all, I want all the smoke. PKAW is set in full force. We about to show them.
So look, that's where we're at. Tell them now. Tell them the date. Tell them bell time. Tell them everything.
June 7th. Any wrestler that wants to smoke with Jett Hero, when I whoop fucking Ty Curry's ass, they can get it too.
There it is.
1001 North Washington Street, Brownsville, Tennessee.
Leon, dude, it's always a blast when we get together.
Yes, sir.
We're going to get this final chapter Jett Hero show up here soon, dude. I've been a little busy, man. A lot going on personally, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the Friday the 13th, the final chapter on Jett Hero here soon, dude.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope, bro.
Bro, it's always a pleasure, dude. I always love talking to you, man, and I wish you guys all the luck in the world.
Yes, sir.
And
Man,
I'm coming.
appreciate it.
I don't think I'll be there the 7th, but I'm going to come to a Brownsville show because I got to go see this arena, what it looks like.
I'm going to let it be known. First Friday of every month, we're going to be there. First Friday of every month.
There you go.
So we ain't stopping. I'm telling you.
All right, dude. Man, you have a great night, my friend.
All right, bro. Hey, thank you, everybody that supports PKAW. We can't do it without the fans.
There you go. All right, y'all, there it was. PKAW, Brownsville, Tennessee, June 7th, Friday night. Do not miss this show. You're going to see Jett Hero take on Todd Curry. You're going to see Steel Cross, Mike Reels, Hollywood Little, Cell Block 9. You're going to see a lot of people. Justin Hale. Go check out this show. Anybody that's ever went to the other show at Brownsville, I'm telling you right now, don't judge this show by that show. Go see for yourself. Guys, tomorrow night, I'm back, 7 p.m. I got Gene Jackson. This guy's a comedian. He's a wrestler, and he's a podcaster. And we're going to talk all about the Retro Wrestling Podcast tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I want to thank everybody who tuned in. I want to thank Jett Hero for giving me his time. And until tomorrow night, you guys take it easy.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I I do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.